cause you know we gon' talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Amore, your host for the Talk About It with Amore show. How's everybody doing? Thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. And if you can hear me, I am hoping that you guys have already hit that thumbs up button on the outside of this live All you got to do is click the thumbs up and come right back in and grab your seat, okay? Hope everybody's doing well. I see some of my members out there. A lot of my members out there. Thank you guys so very much for being a sponsor of my channel. Those are the ones that lit up in green, y'all. Hope everybody doing good. Listen, today we want to bring you guys something different, okay? So, how many of you guys have heard of Bryan Abasolo and Rachel Lindsay? By the show of hands, let me know. The white chiropractor doctor was married to the sister girl, Rachel Lindsay, and he filed for divorce. How many of you guys have heard about this story? It's getting all around social media. So I said, you know what? Let me go on and tap in, and give you guys the tea. All right. I see a couple of you guys have heard. Let me see. 1 or 2 or 3 of you guys have heard about this story. So y'all already know what it is. And Glenn said, and no prenup, honey. We're going to talk about it. All right. We are going to talk about it. Okay. She said, good morning. Yes, from the bachelors. Yes, honey. Yes. Come on in here. She said, he is not white. Well, he looked white. He's Hispanic or something, honey. Spanish, whatever you want to call it. He's not white. You're right. He is, I say white, but he's Spanish or something. He from Miami, Florida. You know, they got all kind of stuff down there in Miami, but he Hispanic, you guys. Let me tell y'all about this story, okay? Let me pull up some pictures for y'all right quick. Hold on 1 second. Let me show y'all what Miss Rachel. Here they go right here, y'all. Here they go. They're a nice looking couple. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Nice looking couple, right? That's Rachel. She is, let me tell y'all about Rachel. She's 39 years old from Dallas, Texas. She is a media personality, attorney, and a podcaster. She was also the first Black woman to appear on the show The Bachelorette. It is a reality TV show where affluent single females, they go on this show, they date multiple men over a several-week time span. They narrow them down to hopefully find the one that they want to be with, okay? That's where she met Bryan, okay? She appeared on the show. He appeared on the show, right? She met him on the show, and she chose him amongst all the other guys, okay? Bryan, 44 years old, from Miami, Florida, chiropractor and a social media public figure, okay? They met in 2017 in August. In less than 3 months was engaged. Okay. Right there already screamed, whoa, right? Whoa, slow the hell down. Slow down, girl. Slow down. 3 months they were engaged. Okay. After the 3 months, Bryan left Miami, moved to Dallas where she was only after 3 months. And now, mind you, he was a chiropractor, but moving after 3 months of meeting her screams to me that his chiropractor business ain't have shit going on in Miami. I'm just saying. Now, this is all based on my opinion. Everything that comes out of my mouth is based on my opinion. I am in no way, fashion, or form trying to what do you call it? Defame anybody, okay? Or infringe upon anybody's rights, okay? 3 months after meeting her, he leaves Miami and moved to Dallas where she lives, okay? Again, something ain't going on in Miami, right? They got engaged after only 3 months. They lived together as an engaged couple for 2 years, right? Then apparently something happened. I'm going to tell you what I think in a minute. But something happened between those 2 years that he was living with her in Dallas, okay? Something happened to where all of a sudden, after 2 years, they moved from Dallas to Miami, where he's from. Now, let me tell you what I think happened, okay? He probably didn't do well in Dallas with his chiropractor business. and he blamed it on her. He probably told her, I can't find no work here in Dallas. They don't like me in here in Dallas. I did better in Miami. I can't make the same amount of money that I was making in Miami here in Dallas. That's what I'm going to assume happened, okay? Because after living for 2 years as an engaged couple in Dallas, they took off in March of 2019 and moved to Miami, okay? His hometown, right? Again, that screams to me that he couldn't find no work in Dallas, all right? But 5 months after she moved with him to Miami, they got married, August 2019. The marriage took place in Mexico. They spent the honeymoon in Greece, okay? But now the very next year in 2020, October, they announced that they were going to start living apart. Not that long after marriage. Again, they got married in August 2019. In October 2020, a little over 1 year, they said, we're going to start living apart. Rachel moved to LA to focus on her career, and Bryan stayed in Miami to focus on his business, okay? Something funny was in the honey, all right? When she moved to Miami, she probably, start noticing, wait a minute, things ain't like they need to be. Even here in Miami, they tried Dallas, where she's from. They tried Miami, where he's from. Things wasn't going well. She moved to LA, okay? They were living apart. But guess what? 6 months later, Bryan leaves Miami and moved to LA with her. Just 6 months later. So you know what that screams to me? That screams he ain't got shit going on in Miami either, okay? He didn't have shit going on in Miami when he met her. Hence why 3 months later, after meeting her, he moved to Dallas. They stayed in Dallas for 2 years, right? Moved back to Miami, and within 6 months, she moved to LA, and he followed her. He followed her. Now, I'm just going to say this. If Bryan had a business going on, if he was making moolah grande, he wouldn't be following her around, okay? She wouldn't even have to be going places to focus on her career because he would be holding down the fort. Again, he was a chiropractor and she was an attorney, okay? You would think, damn, they must have been doing hella good, right? Financially, they must have been doing hella good. But I'm here to tell you, they were not, okay? Another story of the woman being the breadwinner, but hold on to your britches, okay? Because Glenn mentioned it earlier. When I said they got married in August 2019, what I left out was Rachel nor did Bryan sign a prenup. Now you would think that they would, right? But I'm sure she looked at it like he's a doctor, a chiropractor, and I'm an attorney, so we're going to do well, okay? She didn't sign a prenup. Now she is screaming to everybody, don't ever get married. Ever get married without signing a prenup. That is what Rachel is screaming right now, okay? But let me go on. After Bryan moved to LA with Rachel, he started posting on his social media, Rachel is challenging me to be a better man. Well, I wonder why, huh? She 39, he 44, and he posting, Rachel is challenging me to be a better man. She has challenged me to be a better man. Why is a man posting that his wife is challenging him to be a better man, huh? Well, maybe because he wasn't shit, huh? That's what it screams to me. If he's saying, oh, my wife challenges me to be a better man, that means he wasn't good. He wasn't a good guy, okay? Apparently, because why is she challenging him to be better than he already was, okay? So anyway, he posting that all on his Instagram. People thinking they doing good. And here goes the bombshell. Bryan announces on social media, we talked about this already, Well, people put us in their business, and then when they put us in their business, they get mad because we get in their business. He posts on social media that they were getting a divorce, okay? But how did Rachel find out that they was getting a divorce? He texted her. Can you imagine that for a minute? Getting a text from your spouse that he is divorcing you, okay? This man couldn't even face her, right? They only been married for 4 years at this time, right? 4 years, and he filed for a divorce, okay? Now, y'all want to hear some good stuff? Some good stuff? This man married her, well, met her, love bombed her, married her, moved in with her, was only together for 4 years, divorced her, came out to social media and said he was getting divorced. And I'll read that statement in just a second. Came out to social media, said he was getting divorced. Let me go on and read it because it wasn't bad. I think he said something about if you love, you got to love yourself. If you love something, you walk away. Hold on, let me read the statement that he said. What was the statement? What was the statement that he sent to her? Okay, I don't have it in front of me, but basically something about if you know, sometimes you got to focus on loving yourself or something. You got to if you love yourself, you love your partner, you got to let go or something like that. But anyway, he announced that he was getting a divorce. Okay. Then I don't have it. I don't know why I don't have that in front of me. But anyway, let me get back to the point. Less than 4 years of being married, he wants spousal support and $75,000 of his attorney fees paid for by Rachel. That is what he's asking. This man turned in his financials. I need you down in your chair and listen to me and listen to me good. Okay. Bryan reported in his financials that he was only making $16,000 a year. Yeah, you heard me. $16,000 annually, but unable to maintain the lifestyle that Rachel provided for him. This man is asking for $16,000 a month. Yeah, you heard me. Now, here's the thing. She offered him $9,000. She offered this man $9,000 and some change, and he said, Your Honor, that's not enough. I want more. $9,000 ain't it. I need more. This man claimed that he was only making $16,000 a year, but he thinks he should earn $16K a month. Wow, right? What a bomb. What a bomb. And he want her to pay $75,000. They don't have no kids together or nothing. They only been married for less than 4 years, okay? Less than 4 years. And he is fighting her tooth and nails. Now, I heard that the judge awarded $13,000. So they kind of met in the middle a little bit. She was offering him $9,000 and something. He asked for 16, and the judge awarded him $13K. So this man is walking away $13,000 a month when he came into this relationship as a whole bum. Okay? A whole bum. But he getting paid for it. They don't have no kids together. Now my thing is, I didn't even know that you can be married for 4 years, right? 4 years, no kids, and cash out like that. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I always thought that, you know, you had to be married for a while or maybe have kids together or something to that effect. But apparently, because she provided him a nice upscale lifestyle within the 4 years that they were married, he wants to maintain that lifestyle, and he will on her dime. Now, from what I know, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, I think alimony, spousal support only lasts 2 years. Isn't that correct? 2 years? 2 years, because after 2 years, he gonna have to figure it out. So how you gonna go from $13,000 a month to back to $16K a year as a chiropractor? Now listen, $16K a year, he could have worked at McDonald's and made more money than that. I don't understand how any judge can award this man even $9,000. If you ask me, listen, $9,000 a month she offered him, I think for 2 years or something like that, right? She said they were married for 3.5 years. Okay, they were married for 3.5 years, not even 4 years. They were married for 3.5 years before he filed for a divorce, okay? Right? But $9,000 a month that she offered him, to me, is more than he deserved, okay? This man didn't say Rachel cheated on him. This man didn't say Rachel cussed him out or anything like that. Rachel was focused on building her career. She challenged him to do the same. Apparently, somewhere in the mix, he didn't like it, right? Maybe he didn't like being challenged. I'm going to say Rachel married down, okay? And this is what happened to women that marry down. You marry down, then you go and fuss by trying to get this man to do more, to do better, right? Then he get tired of it. He thinks you're nagging. And then he don't want to be with you no more, especially he done went to the gym and talked to his friends and they said, dude, she's rich. You can get alimony. Did you sign a prenup? And he probably said, no, I didn't sign no prenup. Okay, well, if you didn't sign a prenup, you could divorce her and make more money than working as a chiropractor. Huh? Making more money than working as a chiropractor. So I'm not even understanding how a judge decided, after this man went back and said $9,000 is not enough, Your Honor, I need more. I need $16K. And the judge says, okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to give you $16K, but I will order this attorney to pay you $13,000 a month in spousal support. Okay? $13K. Now, he probably still mad about that. This sourpuss of a man is probably still mad because he didn't get the full $16K, but he was ordered. Well, Rachel is ordered to pay him $13,000 a month. She's not happy about it. And she's voicing her opinion. After 3.5 years, you are absolutely right, Tamara. After 3.5 years, no kids. They lived apart at some point in the relationship. You know, he moved him out. And I'm sure he probably sold his, oh, I had to uproot and my business. I wasn't able to make the money that I was making on my business because I was following her around. I'm sure he told the judge that. I'm sure he told the judge that. They didn't even really have no major issues, you guys. She thought things were good in the relationship until she received a text message from this man saying, I want a divorce. Can you imagine that for a minute? I want a divorce. But let me tell y'all a few red flags, okay? Now, first of all, I don't know why, but Rachel went on this reality show. It does not seem like she needs to at all. She is an attorney. She is a social media influencer. She makes money, okay? She makes money. Somebody said $13,000 for 2 years is $312,000. So he's going to get $312,000 from her when this joker was only making less than, let me just say it, per people.com, right? People.com says he was making less than $16,000 a year, but yet, right? Yet, and this is what he put in his paperwork. He earned $16K a year, less than what he would make at McDonald's, but he wanted that per month. Again, Rachel is a pretty woman. She is career-driven, career-oriented. She went on this show, desperate for love, desperate to be in a relationship. and she married a whole bum, okay? Apparently, she must have went after this man for his looks, or she accepted him for his looks, and she married a whole bum. Who makes less than $16,000 a year? Raise your hand. Let's do the math. $16,000 a year. Let's do the math. 16,000. Damn, I done gave it too many zeros. Divided by 12. That's $1,333 a month, honey. $1,300, and that's before taxes is taken. So $1,300 a month he was bringing to the relationship. Huh? He might as well just didn't even work. If you only bringing $1,300 home a month, married for 3.5 years. So when he put on there, she challenged me to be a better man. What he meant to say was she wanted me to go get a job, okay? Because apparently the chiropractor business wasn't businessing, okay? It wasn't working. It wasn't doing what it needed to do. Now we know another chiropractor out there that claim he is the highest paid in the world, okay? Highest paid in the world. Now, he couldn't work out in Miami. He moved to Dallas. Chiropractor didn't work out in Dallas. He moved to LA. Chiropractor didn't work out in LA. So now he gets to go somewhere and sit pretty. How much you say? 13,000 times 12. This man get to make $156K a year off of her money. Off of a woman that he was only married to for 3.5 years. He didn't put in the divorce decree at all that this woman did anything to him. The only thing he said that it wasn't working. They wasn't getting along or whatever the case may be. And she was career driven. This is a pure example of a woman marrying down. A lot of women out there marry down. You marry these men for their looks, for their potential. A lot of us, ooh, Jesus. A lot of women marry men for potential. Oh, he's going to be able to do more. She even tried to help him with his podcast, honey. He a chiropractor. She tried to pour into him financially with his podcast, and that wasn't even working. This bum of a dude was making less than $16,000 a year and is walking away with $13K a month for 2 years. Now, she's mad. Her message today is women, which she should know this already because she is an attorney. Women do not marry unless you have a prenup. Now, here's the thing. Rachel said she was shocked when she received the text message. Now, I can see if they was already getting into it and they didn't threw the word around before. You know, I'm going to get a divorce. Okay, we'll get a divorce. No, she said she was shocked. She thought everything was going okay. Can you imagine? You thinking y'all good. Everything is great, wonderful. And out of nowhere, early in the morning, you look down at your phone from your man and he says, I'm filing for a divorce. I'm filing for a divorce. She said it was planned. It probably was. I'm sure this man was talking to some of his friends. Now, let me read the message. She said the message said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I have officially filed. And he sent it 30 minutes after he left their shared home in LA. Hey, I just want to let you know that I have officially filed. She said she was shocked. Actually, I'm sorry. She said she wasn't surprised or shocked by his decision to get a divorce, but she was shocked when she received the text message. Okay, so let me straighten that up. She wasn't shocked or surprised by the decision of them or him wanting a divorce, but she was shocked because he sent it in a text message. Okay, it's a difference. She said she wasn't shocked that he filed the decision, should I say, the decision of him wanting a divorce, she wasn't shocked because she was challenging him to be a better man. But she did think that he owed her more than just a text message. He could have said it directly to her face. Okay. That's something that you talk about. You know what I mean? Hey, think we should get a divorce. Yeah, I think we should get a divorce too. Right. You know? But because she was challenging him to become a better person, I'm sure over time she got tired of carrying him. Now, who wants to be with a man that look good, but you got to carry? I mean, y'all ain't got no kids together, so it ain't like he's staying at home and watching the children. Huh? Who want to be with a man that you got to carry? Now, I pose a question for you guys, right? I put a question out there. Do you think the judge should award anybody, and I'm talking about male or female, alimony, spousal support, same difference, for a relationship that was less than 4 years, 3.5 years? I do for 3.5 years, a marriage for 3.5 years. Do you think that you should get money, or do you think that you should have to pay money? So she said she responded to him. Let me tell you what she read, what it reads that she said. Her text message after he said he officially filed, she said, hold on. Also, she didn't respond. Hold on. Oh, she responded a long message. Let me pull it up for y'all. It's kind of long, honey. It's kind of long. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the text, honey. Dang, they argue like this. It ain't no bad argument. It's actually kind of professional. All right. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? It says Bryan claimed that Lindsay failed to disclose that he sent her a text message stating his intentions to move their separation to the next step before filing for divorce. So he's saying he sent her a message prior to saying, I officially filed. He sent her a text message with his plans of filing before he filed. Okay. It says Rachel walking into the room because I didn't reply to your text per your timeline. Then raised your voice for not getting the immediate answer you want is the kind of one-sided controlling aspect of our relationship, which has brought us to this point. The message began, my inability to communicate, as you've called it, is to prevent these kinds of interaction. It often feels like you must have what you want without considering any state of mind I'm in. He continued, I'm sorry for not replying to your text, but honestly, I don't really want to be on the receiving end of your word more. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. I want to regain some aspect of my self-respect back. Please, let's continue further communication in writing down on paper, email, text to prevent any additional friction as we move to the next step. The text concluded, we can speak in the future in the presence of a neutral party or something. Right now, I just can't do it. I haven't been able to for a while. Respectfully, good night. So let me tell you what that says, okay? What that says is, so she's an attorney because he used the word wordsmithing him. He said he don't want to be the end of her wordsmithing him, okay? So apparently, because she's an attorney, She must have spoke to him like as if he was a child or belittled him, and when I say belittled, not necessarily like cussing him out and stuff like that, but apparently she spoke down on him, whether it was about his career or just used big words on him, right? So she was more educated, apparently. Well, not really educated because he was a chiropractor, but like, she spoke as if she was in charge. Okay. She was running the show and she was, but it made him feel small. Okay. It made him feel small. Now, I still don't think that he should get paid for her making him feel small, but that's what this sounds to me in this text message. She made him feel less than a man, okay? And he says he don't want to be on the other end of that, okay? He couldn't handle the big words or the intellectual ass chewings from Rachel, okay? Somebody said he couldn't handle the big words. She said talking at him instead of talking to him. Yes. So in short, she made him feel little. Okay. She made him feel like he really didn't have much going on. And he didn't, though. He didn't. The dude was bringing in $1,300 a month. Okay. So she probably got upset with that. But let me tell you, these are things that you should probably talk about before you say, I do. Okay. They was engaged in less than 3 months, right? Let me show y'all other pictures of him because he's not a bad looking guy. All right. Look at him. This is Bryan. She probably looked at him like, oh, he's a nice looking guy. Oh, shoot. I don't feel like having to sign in. Okay. But anyway, y'all just got to see it from here because I'm not about to sign in the Instagram. Okay. Y'all see his photos. So this is Bryan, right? He's handsome. And she probably looked at his looks, right? And he has over 300,000 followers on social media. So he's making a little money off of social media, but apparently must not be much because, he claimed less than $16,000 a year. So that don't sound right to me because even on social media, let me see what type of, this brother is getting 9,000 likes, 4,000 likes, 3,000 likes. Nah, I don't know, y'all. 2,000 likes. This scream. I don't think this brother was making only $16,000 a year. But he don't post much, actually. No, he got 316,000 followers, but he don't post. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he does. He do. I'm not signing in. He does a lot of posts. And you know what? Oh, wait a minute. He ain't got no comments. What? This weird. Is it because I'm not signed in that I don't see how many comments he got? It says 0. Post all this and nobody see it. What does mean, y'all? That it says 0 comments. Won't nobody comment on his stuff? Come on now. No, that ain't the truth. You ain't posting pictures like, oh, I got to sign in order to see it. Oh, okay. I'm not about to sign in. I'm not about to sign in to see all of this. Okay. But don't Instagram pay? I don't know if Instagram pay or not. Let me know. Does Instagram pay? Because how did he only have 16,000 annual income recorded, and he got a whole, but this don't look like no chiropractor to me. It looked like he more of a model than a chiropractor. Right? He posting his body. I'm not signing in, child. I don't want to sign in. She said, yes, they do pay twice a month. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Anyway, but apparently he told the judge and showed proof that he's only making $16K a month. Maybe that $16K came from social media. Somebody said he's much cuter than Justin. He is cute. He is cute, but I just don't like the fact that now he thinks he deserves $16K of her money a month. Okay. Now that we know that she was a little, I'm going to say condescending, a wordsmithing him. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do you think that he deserved $13K a month because she made him feel small in the marriage? Huh? Apparently, she made him feel small, so he no longer wanted to be married to her. Do you think that he deserved $16K a month? Okay. Somebody says no. No. Tamik said she was played. Glenn said he was small. His money was small. Mama 3 said, hell no. J. Lou said, did he win? Yes. She was ordered to pay him $13K. He didn't win the $16K. He did not win the $16K, but the judge did order her to pay the $13K a month. Okay. He asked for 16. He didn't win the 16, but the judge did award him $13K a month. Okay. Let me bring that up right quick. Right here. Rachel Lindsay was ordered to pay her ex Bryan Abasolo $13K a month in spousal support despite opposing his request, because she told the judge, listen, Your Honor, this man is more than capable. He is a chiropractor, for goodness sakes, right? She said he put in and he makes 16K a month. That's less than a McDonald's worker. This man is either lying or being greedy, okay? She said that the amount that he's asking for far exceeds his needs. I am offering him $9K a month, Your Honor. That's more than enough. But the judge says no. So for 2 years, he will receive $13,257 a month starting July the 15th. Oh, wait a minute. I said 2 years. It says with no end date specified. So they don't even have an end date. See, now I heard on the radio that it was only supposed to be for 2 years, but right here, black and white, it says there is no end date specified, okay? And she's also ordered to pay out of the $75,000 that he asked for. She is ordered to pay $20,000 of his attorney fees, okay? So he asked for $16,000 a month, and he also asked for $75,000 in attorney fees. She has to pay $13,257 a month, and she also has to pay $20,000 of his attorney fees. She said, can we get the actual court documents? It's funny you asked that. I looked it up. It costs money, and y'all already know that if I'm going to get them court documents and read them, y'all going to have to help a sister out, okay? So now I did look up the court documents. Let me pull that up right quick. Hold on. It's a lot. Hold on. Let me show you. I thought about it. I was like, let's dig deeper. But I was like, they ain't going to want these court documents because they know I'm not about to pay for them. Hold on. Where is that? Let me see. Is this it? Nope. Hold on. Let me pull up the court documents right here. It's not as much as the other ones, but it's 42 documents, right? It's 42 documents, and it don't let you get 20 at a time. And even after these 20, when I hit order, I hope it don't charge my account. Okay. That's already $190, and that's just for 20 documents, and they got 42. So I don't know if y'all want to do this, but her answer, her answer was 198 pages, right? 198 pages was her response. That's $50 by itself, okay? So now, do y'all want to or no? Because y'all, I'm not about to pay no $300 and $400 and get these court documents. And yeah, because I be giving y'all everything I work for, pretty much, if I pull everybody's document. So let me know. Are y'all interested in her 198-page response that she basically wrote to tell the judge that he don't deserve what he's asking for? Now, when he filed, now this one says RLOMTN spousal support. So he asked for the page that he asked for spousal support, what he wanted to explain why he needs spousal support is 321 pages. Whew, Jesus. 321 pages, and that's also $50. This is him asking for spousal support, okay? She said, baby, no, I don't know them people. Said, no, we already know what it is. Yes, so 321, where he was asking for some spousal support, and her response was 198 pages was her response. But the judge has awarded whatever's in there. The judge awarded 13,000, and how many dollars that was? $13,257 and $20,000 toward attorney fees to be paid no later than September the 3rd. Okay, she has to pay that by September the 3rd. Yeah, it says the reason. Let me just tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all the reason for the divorce. Some of it's already in here. Let's go. Reason for divorce: irreconcilable differences. It said the couple has gone back and forth over their relationship. And let me see. Okay, it said on June the 26th, he filed for the divorce. He told her via text message, and then they had a conversation in the kitchen. Well, she said they had a conversation in the kitchen earlier that day, and he failed to mention that he had filed for a divorce. Okay, but on June 26th, he told her, let me see. So he filed January. Okay, so she said they had just had a conversation in the kitchen. He left to go to work. 30 minutes later, she received a text message saying that he had filed for a divorce. Okay. It says some of the issues that they had in the marriage, which we should already know, was finances. Okay. Finances was a big topic of debate between the two. They was arguing about finances. And it says that she is the one that claimed that his annual income was $16,000. So he brought to the table in their 3.5-year marriage that he was only bringing to the table $16,000 a year. Okay. She said she pretty much paid for all of his expenses, all the house bills, all the everything. And she said when they separated, he refused to move. So damn. So the whole time they still living in the same place. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Did y'all know that? This joker refused to leave the house, baby. Damn. So he asked for 16,275. It says, although the judge didn't order the full amount, but he will receive 80% of what he requested. The couple is due to appear in court again in September for a final mandatory settlement conference. Okay. The man is still living in the house. He has refused to move out. Okay. That is crazy. I don't know how big the house is. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that a man that wants a divorce from you is still living in a house that you are paying all the MF bills? It says she also pointed out that his reported annual income was less than he would earn if he worked at McDonald's based on the minimum wages in Los Angeles, and that she has been paying for virtually all of Bryan's expenses, including those expenses associated with her house, which he refuses to vacate. They've been separated since December 31st of 2023, and he refuses to vacate. He still lives in the house. She said the lawyer got their degree from TMU because what the F? Oh, shoot. I thought I was showing y'all what I was looking at. Hold on. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. The man refused to leave, y'all. He's still there. Bryan said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not about to start paying no bills. Look at this bull crap, y'all. It says Bryan refuses to leave even though they've been separated since December the 31st. She paying everything. This man is straight pimping her, okay? Damn, Lindsay, what is going on? Girl, Rachel, somebody go get Rachel. Rachel is living in hell. She has to pay for this Negro. You hear me? She got to pay for him. This don't make no sense. I wonder when the judge ain't going to make him leave until September. When the mandatory final settlement happens in September, that's when he going to have to move out. Now, the $13,000 was due to start on the 15th of July. That was 2 days ago. So he got his first $13,200 and some odd dollars. What was it? $13,257. He got his first payment on July the 15th. Okay? That must be bad. That must be sad that she got to pay the joker $13,000 and pay all the bills. She said she basically take care of all his expenses. You hear me? I'm talking about food. I'm talking about water. I'm talking about light, cable, and the internet. She probably paying his phone bill. She pays all his bills. She said virtually everything, honey. Paying for virtually all of Bryan's expenses, including those expenses associated with her house, honey. Everything. He probably like, baby, I want steak tonight, honey. I need steak in my life. She probably have to go get steak. You hear me? Somebody saying probably his car note. And probably his car note while he up there looking all fresh and divine. He is pimping this attorney, honey. Where did she get her attorney license from? Who said it? Somebody said she must have got her attorney license off of Tim U. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you something. I would be hurt, baby. You hear me? Somebody said, so she led with money. Her fault. Ooh, Kayshawn. Now, you know, I don't know though. Did she lead with money? Now, of course, he knew because she was on the Bachelorette show. He knew she came with some dollar bills because the people that's on this show are mainly affluent females, affluent single females looking for a mate. Now, that might be one thing that women need to stop doing, honey. Stop going and looking for a mate, and then you get wooed over by this pretty smile and nice looking man. And everybody, listen, just because you got a title in front of your name, and let me say that again. Just because you put a title in front of your name, or there's a title in front of your name, don't mean that you got money, okay? He is a chiropractor and apparently a broke one at that, okay? She said, does he call himself a doctor too? I don't think so. Let me look back at his IG. I don't think he calls himself a doctor. Yes, he does. No, but he said doctor. Yes, he does. It says Bryan Abasolo, Dr. Abs. He called himself Dr. Abs. Abasolo, or I don't know, maybe he meant abs as in his body, but he calls himself Dr. Abs, ABS. Yes, he calls himself doctor as well, okay? But again, just because the man have a name or title in front of his name does not mean that he has money, baby. You hear me? Listen, stop looking for love. And if you do look for love, stop marrying down, baby. She married down, okay? She married down, and he couldn't take, now he posted, she challenged me to be a better man, but apparently him posting that and feeling a different way, right? He feeling, oh yeah, you're challenging me to be a better man, but deep down inside, she made him feel small, okay? They did not have a prenup. Therefore, she will pay. Okay? But now her message to all women, do not marry without a prenup. Okay? She says, didn't he hire a forensic accountant to find all of her holdings? I think he did, Wendy. Let me just see. Did he look into and find out how much money? Let me see. Let me see, honey. They got so much stuff in here about these two. I can't believe he requested spouse support, period. Let me see. He likes shoes. She paid, baby. It says, per the documents which people obtained, Abasolo said that Lindsay is using their joint funds to pay her legal fees. Okay. So he said, wait a minute. They had joint funds together, and she's using the joint funds to pay her legal fees and other fees associated with the divorce while refusing him to do the same. So she was, so she put a, that's like a black woman. So she cut off access to the joint funds, right? She cut off access to the joint funds when he filed for a divorce, but yet she was still using the joint funds to pay for the legal fees and other fees associated with a divorce. And he was able to prove that to the judge. And maybe that's one of the reasons why the judge sided with him. It says, Rachel and I are cohabitating in our family residence, but neither of us want to continue to live together. Our current living situation is very awkward and it is strained. I want to move out of the family residence as soon as possible, but maintaining our standard of living is not financially feasible at this time. So he basically told the judge, I want to move, I want to leave, but in order for me to maintain the standard of living that I am accustomed to for being with Rachel, I need money. Okay? I need money. It's not sustainable, right? He alleged in the document that Lindsay purchased security cameras from the home and that he doesn't have access to them. Okay? So basically, he's saying that Lindsay gets to Rachel gets to monitor his going and coming, and he doesn't have access to the cameras to be able to turn them off. Okay. He went on and stated that ownership of their shared residence is one of the main contested issue in their split because Lindsay is claiming it as a sole property, while Bryan believes that most of the payments for the home came from their shared funds. The shared funds where he put his $16,000 into the bank account with her other monies. He said because it came out of the shared funds, he feels that the home that they live in is a joint property. So he won't have for that too. Okay. It says Bryan also claims in the filing that he cannot afford to pay all these damn legal fees, right? And that he also needs support of the legal fees that he is using to. Okay, so let me back up. He's saying he can't pay for all the legal fees that's being used to fight for ownership, a portion of the ownership of the home. Okay, that again was paid for out of joint funds. Oh Lord, listen, if you got a joint account, no matter if he only put $1 in and you put $25 in, because the bills are paid out of that account, that means whatever you paying for, i.e. the home, is joint. Okay, apparently that's what this is sound like it's saying, right? Okay, so that is what the $75,000 is coming to. So yes, he is fighting for half of the joint property. Okay. He's also saying that he was a Miami-based chiropractor before they met. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see if he's trying to blame her for his chiropractic business. Oh, wow. Okay, now she's made a statement and said, obviously, this is a difficult time. If you have read the highlights, or obviously, you know that I'm going through a difficult time if you have read the headlines. And you're probably wondering why I am not speaking or wondering why I would even work. But to be honest with you, I need to distract myself from myself. And the best way to do this is to do something that I love. I love higher learning. Okay. So basically, she's saying that eventually she will provide more details, but now is not the time. I'm just trying to take it all in day by day. Okay. She said that she will speak on all of this later. All right. And this was, let me see what date this article was written. This was written, this was written in May. So let me see. So 2 months ago, May, June, July. So 2 months ago, she wrote that she would speak in more details later about the divorce. They go in September for the final settlement. And I guess she will find out then if she would have to give him half of the money for the property. She said, pity she didn't keep the bills out of the joint account. She purchased that house with her funds and he only contributed $100. I feel sorry for her. Very bad decision. Yes, but this is also a learnable lesson for anybody that have money. When you going into a relationship, you have to understand that if your finances don't match, she said, apparently, according to TMZ, Rachel makes $61,000 a month and Bryan $13,000 and change a month. Okay, so TMZ says that Rachel made $61,000 and Bryan made $13,000. Bryan don't make $13,000 a month. He make $13,000 now because that's what she was ordered to pay him, Bokomo. So she ordered to pay $13,257 a month starting 2 days ago, which was July the 15th. Okay. She said, I'm just curious what made her not get a prenup. Let me tell you something. I guarantee she probably thought that, that was real love and the man was so into her and she probably thought it was going to last forever. And she probably thought that the fact that he is a doctor of chiropractor and she is an attorney, I'm sure she thought they were both about to be basking in a whole lot of finances, okay? A lot of money, a lot of bread. And she, I'm sure she didn't know that he was running a failed business in Miami. And the reason why I say failed business, this man was willing to give up his business within 3 months and move to Dallas, Texas, okay? If his business was booming, I don't think that he would have uprooted within 3 months and moved to Dallas unless he already had some plan in Dallas. But see, let me tell you something about a chiropractor, okay? A chiropractor is just like a barber or a hairdresser. You got to find clients. You have to either go to different medical facilities, doctor office, and say, hey, if you want to recommend, which I don't think doctors really recommend chiropractors, but you have to go and find your clients. You have to promote yourself and hope that these clients come to you, okay? There's a lot of chiropractors out there, but you got to do something to make people want to come to you. Now, I know of a chiropractor that got a contract with the fire department. I remember him telling me this. He said he got a contract with the fire department because, the fire department, those guys have to climb ladders and they do a lot of movement and stuff like that or whatever. So I remember this chiropractor and another one. He told me he got a contract with the fire department and also the airline, American Airline. I remember him telling me that the fire department and American Airlines. So because he got a contract with them, if their employee wanted to see a chiropractor, they had to go through this particular chiropractor in order for their insurance to pay for it. I don't know if it was the insurance or whatever the case may be, but all I'm saying is I remember this chiropractor telling me this. He said the fire department and you know what? I just lied. It wasn't a chiropractor. It was a physical therapist. I'm sorry. So that's a difference. Never mind. It wasn't a chiropractor. It was my physical therapy guy told me back in North Carolina, told me he got a contract with the fire department and the airline and that the insurance will only pay him. So they had to go through him for physical therapy. It was not chiropractor. I'm sorry. It is physical therapy. Okay. So never mind on the chiropractor. But I would still think that the chiropractor would have to get their own clients. They're independent. They have to go and seek out their own clients or advertise or promote themselves in order to get clients in. Okay. Now, chiropractor may not be the very best job because everybody don't want to be cracked. Okay. Like for me personally, I wouldn't go to a chiropractor, but I will go to a physical therapist. But no, I would not go through a chiropractor because I just won't. I don't know. Maybe I don't want my bones cracked or something. Okay. She said her sister husband is white too. I never believed they would last. Well, Jackie, apparently he's not white. He is Hispanic. She said insurance don't pay for chiropractor. Okay, well, yeah, I got it wrong, you guys. I was thinking of my physical therapist, but I said chiropractor. Once you go, you always have to go back. Oh, wow. So once you go to a chiropractor, you always have to go back. Okay, I didn't know that. Still in boxes, but have 1 million followers, says Lord Jesus. She says, I don't know a doctors that are in bed with chiropractors. I know doctors that are in bed with chiropractors and refer to chiropractors after car accidents to get a chunk of that lawsuit money. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't think about that. Okay. Okay, she said, I don't want my bones cracked either. Yeah, no, I don't want my bones cracked. So I would rather go to physical therapy. Physical therapy works for me. Some people say physical therapy don't work for them, but it actually works for me. Okay, she said, more, there was a lot of red flags on the show that she ignored. Was it? See, I didn't watch the show, so I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and watch that episode. But I want to continue talking about this chiropractor and Rachel throughout the final settlement. So you will hear me speak again about was he able to get some of the money from the house. Now, let me tell you, here's the thing. He didn't even move into the house right away. She left. Hold on, let me get my timeline. She left and went to LA. April, okay, it says they 6 months of living apart. Bryan joins Rachel in LA. So he moved to LA in April of 2021. Okay, yeah, never mind. He did live 2021, 22, 23, 24. Okay, yeah, he lived in LA with her for 3 years. Okay, he lived in LA with her for 3 years. So you know what? I believe, you guys, I believe that he will be entitled to half of the home. What do y'all think? Tell me. Because you know what? The judge don't be looking at, oh, you put $100 in the account and she put 500,000. The judge ain't looking at it like that. Y'all were married, honey. So I do believe that he is going to get half of that house, despite because she bought it while they were married. You hear me? That is considered marital property, baby. He will get half of the house, honey. Hold on, let me drink this water. Ooh, that tastes so good. Because now, when he moved with her in Dallas, now she may have been able to not give him half of the house in Dallas because she was already living in Dallas. She already had a home. He moved in with her. Then he moved and went back to Miami. But when she left Miami and went to California, 6 months later, he left Miami and moved with her to California. So now listen, whether it was planned or not planned, the fact that he moved to California with her and lived in that home that she acquired while they were married, he lived there for 3 months and he still lives there. He still lives there. I do believe on top of the $13,000 a month, $20,000 in legal fees, she will have to pay half of that house to him. That is just my opinion, but we will find out in September. So I will be bringing you guys the updates once that occurs. Okay. But I just wanted to bring this to you guys again. Another woman that married down to a guy. Now, I will say that she did not mention any type of abuse. She did not mention that. So, I'm not going to sit here and deem him as an abuser. However, the fact that he love bombed her because within 3 months they were engaged, that screams red flag to me. However, she was desperate for a relationship. See, When a woman goes seeking love, shit like this happen, okay? You know, I do believe that she would have been very capable of meeting someone nice. She's not a bad looking girl. Look at her, y'all. Look at Rachel. She's a nice looking woman. She's nice looking, and so is he. She said 3 years, wonder what the mortgage is on that home. Ooh, child, whatever it is, she has to pay for it. She said, I was disappointed when she selected him. His own mom warned Rachel. Ooh, girl, say it ain't so. You're going to make me go watch the episode. I will watch the episode and come back and tell y'all that. I will be watching the episode tonight, y'all. I'm going to watch the episode because now you got me wondering why in the world did this man mama warn Rachel. What did she want? Don't tell me. I'm going to go find out and let y'all know, honey. I'm going to let y'all know because listen, but at least she ain't go along with the foolishness. Oh, she warned him. I'm going to go find out though. She said, which episode was it? Let me see. I think 13, episode 13. Let me see. No, she participated in episode 13, but I don't know which episode that her mother warned him. I'm going to go watch them all, baby. You hear me? All of them. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to binge watch them all, child. Because if the mama said don't do it, something ain't right, child. Something is definitely not right. You hear me? Yes, honey. He told the judge, we are cohabitating together and I cannot move out, baby. The judge, let me tell you something. Now, for him to be a chiropractor, obviously, he must be a smart one because the judge definitely sided with him. Okay. Not on everything, but for the most part, the judge sided with him, honey. He must either have a good lawyer. She said she met a nice guy, but didn't choose him. Oh. She said, what's the name of the show? The show is called The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette. She said, when the mother warns her, red flag, red flag, red flag. That's right. She said the mama warned Rachel that her son was a player. Woo! But you know what? She didn't charge him for being a player. I mean, well, you know what? We don't know what's in this 168-page document. But apparently, even if she did, even if she mentioned that in the document, she did not, or the judge did not side with her on that one, okay? She said he is a lazy, pretty boy. She said that's a blazing red flag by itself. Yep. Lazy, because if he's only making $16,000 a year, that man could have went and drove around Ubers and made more than $16K a year. You feel me? He blamed 2 moves that made his chiropractic business detrimental and her media business skyrocket. Now that right there will piss me the hell off. I knew that he would blame her. Listen, I knew that this man would blame her for his failed chiropractor business. Now, but the thing about it is, how much was he making as a chiropractor before he moved from Miami to Dallas? Because I believe that he was doing very well, that he would not have moved just like that, right? And she's an attorney. Couldn't she have gotten an attorney license in Florida? She eventually moved to Miami. So, see, I knew this man would blame her for his failed chiropractic business. I knew it. I knew it. She said, Justin and Cora been divorced for 2 years already. I really don't think the judge is going to award him any of her money. No, Justin is not asking for Cora's money, though. This is a different story, Melinda. Girl, this is another chiropractor, honey. Let me pull it up and let you see, girl. This is another chiropractor. I know you probably thought I was talking about, you must just coming in late. You think I'm talking about Justin and Cora, but no, baby. I am talking about these two. I'm talking about Bryan and Rachel. I'm talking about Bryan and Rachel. Okay? Because the judge did award him $13K a month. Okay. The judge already awarded him that. She has to pay up. She got to pay, baby. Glenn said he land on the beach every day. She said, who is this? I've never seen or heard of him. Just another chiropractor that's out here that married a sister girl attorney. He married an attorney and got over on her. She said, no, I saw someone say that what Justin is trying to do. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Melinda. See, Justin wants custody of the kids and not spousal support, but child support from Cora. But I don't see how he would want child support from her when he's trying to tear down her means of making money too, you know? She said, Bryan and Justin has the chiropractor syndrome. Well, you know what? This right here shows that chiropractors obviously don't make that much money. I don't know. I don't know, honey. I don't know. So the more I just sent you a clip from Jennifer Hudson shows to your Facebook. Okay, I'll look at that later. I'll look at that later. She said, couldn't she have had his tax records before the marriage? I don't know if that would matter. Now, I thought like sometimes in determining spousal support or child support, that a judge would look at your potential, you know, saying, oh, you're a doctor, you have the potential of making more. But apparently that is not what happened in this case. Okay. I believe that the judge went off of, you know, what was going on while they were married. Okay. And sometimes she said, all I have to say is men these days are pathetic. I was talking to a guy earlier, and he was saying a lot of these men that marry women that have money, they really don't really have no intentions of staying with them for a long periods of time. They just want the woman to take care of them temporarily, and they always know that the relationship is going to end. And I was like, He gave me a name for it. I can't remember what he said. If he's in here, maybe he'll drop the name. Maybe he'll drop the name that he told me it was called. But it's men that want women to care for them, and it's time for them to move on. He would be so miserable in that house. I would have some hood ghetto cousins. We would have house parties and cookout every weekend. I don't know. I think that he would not move. She said on the show, she admitted that he was why her career took off. Boom, that is case to say he let her build her career. Oh, so she's saying that the reason so you're saying on the show, she said what? On the show, let me highlight it, y'all. So are you saying that the only reason why her career as an attorney took off was because of him? On that show, she admits that he is why her career took off. Boom. That's his case to say he let her build her career. I don't know about all that. But I'm going to tell you this. These men we've been talking about lately, all of a sudden they want to be in the background and let the woman shine. And then they turn around and want to say, I built the woman, or they want money from the woman. She says they closed the chiropractic profession similar to why pedos choose professions. Oh, she said they choose chiropractic professions similar to why pedos choose professions that bring them access to their victim. Oh, Lord, Primrose. She said she most likely made more money after the show and marriage. So Bryan probably claimed that too. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because of the show, the highlights and everything is what brought her the money. Is that what y'all saying? Attorneys make good money depending on what type of attorney they are. She said, Karen says, look, I advise any woman not to split bills or act like the provider in the relationship. Yep. I say that's where you go wrong. Stop trying to act like you the provider. Amora, do you know someone created a Facebook page using your Facebook name? This could confuse your supporters. Okay, I will I will go and report that page. Thank you, It's me, Key. 312,000 followers. I know he's making a pretty penny. Surely he had to report that income. That's what I was thinking, Miss Tanya. I'm like, with 312,000 followers, and on some of the pictures, I saw that he was getting like 9,000 comments or likes or whatever. I would think that means something, some type of money. And yeah, like you said, endorsement, ads, brand deals. You know, he looked like he could be even a model or something. Yeah, I don't know. That 16K don't sit with me, but apparently the judge sided with him on that in that regards. Angie said men have mommy issues. She was happy taking care of him while he earned 16,000 a year. MB said she was happy taking care of him, and she was willing to give him 9,000 a month. I don't even think Rachel is mad about giving him 9,000 a month. I think she is more pissed because he asked for 16,000. So he asked for more. She offered 9 and he asked for 16. And I think that's what made her speak out, because that's what pissed her off. She's like, dude, I'm already basically giving you almost 10K a month, and you're going to turn around and ask for 6,000 more. Like, what type of person are you? Wendy said him and the judge must be friends. She said the first day Rachel saw Bryan on the show, she was all over him. They shared a kiss that was the very same day. She even said he is a good kisser. So she fell for him for all the wrong reasons, baby. They even went to the White House, shaking my head. He and the judge must be friends. On IG, some content creators be making 16,000 a post. A post? Woo, 16,000 is a lot, child. She said, yes, they bashing Bree and Felicia, acting like, yeah, Miss, it's me, Key. We talking about a whole different subject. If you guys don't mind, when we talking about a whole different subject, can we try to stick to that subject? Because, honey, we got a whole lot of lives that we can talk about other things. But on this one, it's Miss Key. No offense, but we talking about Rachel and Bryan. We don't want to confuse the audience with those type of comments. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm going to look into it, sweetheart. But for right now, we talking about Bryan is being greedy. Is being greedy. For you to make that less amount of money, but you're asking for more, 16K a month. But anyway, he did get awarded 13K. So the 13K, you know, hopefully he'll be happy with that until the judge say, okay, enough is enough. And now, for right now, is no permanent date, no end date to him getting the money. But I do believe in September, the judge will put a date, because he can't get it forever. I don't think spousal support lasts forever, right? Especially not nobody married no 3.5 years. Absolutely not. She says, someone says she was in a struggle love with a white man. Struggle love with a white man. I don't know. But anyway, this is it for today about Bryan and Rachel. We will be providing you an update again. Their final settlement is in September. I want to say it said September the 3rd. Let me see. I know it said September. Let me see. What date in September is it? Hold on one second. Somebody said she was happy taking care of that broke man. She was happy until she got that text message and said, I have officially filed, huh? Let me see. But Rachel now is saying she free though. She is free from him. That's what Rachel is saying now. But let me see when they supposed to go back to court. I want to say it says September the 3rd, but I think September the 3rd is a holiday. Let's just say September. I'll find out the date and I will let you guys know, and I will provide an update. And if she comes out and speak again, but what I'm going to do is go back and I am going to look at the episode, because I am interested, very, very interested in why the mama wanted to warn Rachel, okay? She said it's sad for her. She is a hard worker. Yep. Angie said, Karen said she may have to pay him for 3 years. And Angie said a good kisser doesn't pay. A good kisser don't pay the bills. Angie said a good kisser does not pay the bills, honey. Well, I think that she was okay taking care of him while she was taking care of him. But I think she's mad that she got to take care of him, and she's not gonna even be with him. Okay. Balia said, is that how you say your name? Balia said in South Africa, a spouse can be up to you remarried or unalive. Oh, okay. She said spousal support can last until you either remarried or you are no longer existent. Okay, I did not know that. And J. Lou said 10 years, it can be a lifetime. I don't think no judge is going to award no 10-year spousal support for no relationship that was 4 years. Like, that's cruelty. I don't see a judge doing that. But I don't know. So I would definitely let you guys know. But if she has to pay for 10 years, that is cruelty, because what if she don't even want to work for the next 10 years herself? She is 39 years old. What if she clocks out and say, I don't want to have, oh my God, I hope she don't have to do that. I pray that it's only 2 years. Let's just pray that it's only 2 years. I'm up here praying it ain't my money. It's not my money, but I think it's only going to be 2 years. She could have been working and making money as a lawyer the way they were, the state hoping. So it had to be promos and social money. Okay, so you saying the $61,000 that she making a month is not for her attorney? Well, she is a social media influencer as well. Well, she calls herself a media personality, or how do you say it? She is a media personality. I don't know how that's different than a content creator or an influencer, but that's what she said. What happens if she remarries? Does she still have to pay him? I believe that, if she remarries, I do believe that she will still have to pay him. I mean, we will have to find out once the documents come out. Maybe I will get that one. You know what I mean? But I believe that if he remarries, I don't believe that she has to pay him. I think once the man remarries, spousal support stops. I think that's how it works, because I don't think that she should have to pay for him if he gets into another relationship, because that's almost like paying for him and his new bride. Like, I don't think that that's how it works. I think if she get remarried, she will still have to pay, but if he get remarried, that stops it. She said, no, once remarried, it stops. I think once he remarries, it stops it, okay? I think she was focusing on that. No way she was taking on cases, living state to state. That might be true. Karen said both men lowered their income to receive financial support. That might be the truth. I think being a chiropractor, you have to work hard. And the reason being, because you got to continue to market yourself, right? Any type of job where you are forever seeking clients is hard work. Okay. I am a travel agent too, you guys, but I don't practice. I don't do as much right now because it's hard work. You have to forever solicit clients, you know? And yeah, it could be tiresome and, just hard work. It can be hard work. So him being a chiropractor, he would have to forever solicit clients, because after you fix your client up or whatever, I think that's it. And you need more clients and more clients and more clients and more clients. So I would think being a chiropractor would be hard work. Okay. It's not, I think it is even harder work than a barber or a hairstylist, because at least a barber and a hairstylist, they're going to keep coming back. Those clients become your clients for a while. They keep coming back to you. Whereas a chiropractor, you might be in a car accident and you have a ding or whatever, and you hurt your back for this period of time. But when you go to the chiropractor and he fixes you up, that might be the end of it. You know what I mean? He may not never come back to you, or he may even choose another chiropractor. So I believe that that's hard work. She said most chiropractors are known as ambulance chasers. Oh, Lord. Just imagine that. Think about it. Imagine that for a minute. You only get money when you have a client. Exactly, Karen. Bryan went into the marriage a broke-ass playboy, and Rachel is now supporting his habits. Yep. But you know what? That's what happens when you get married and get engaged in 3 months and just move in with somebody right away. I think you should stop for a moment and date a little bit and get to know the person. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more than 3 months. I'm not moving or moving no needle or being engaged with nobody no 3 months, even though I do believe that two adults know what they're doing. But I would have to really, really know what's going on with you. Okay. They were living in two different places. He was living in one state. She was living in another state. They got engaged and he moved up there with her. They probably should have waited. But I think they got engaged because TV is expecting them to do that. You know what I mean? They went on this show. They fell in love in front of the world. The world was loving them. So they felt like they had to uphold that relationship for the world, social media, internet, them peoples. You know what I mean? So that's why they probably even got engaged so quickly, because they was upholding a look, a feeling for people. People's probably like asking them all the time, when y'all get engaged? When y'all get engaged? When y'all get engaged? You know? She said, look at Mary J. Blige paying her husband $65,000 a month. God damn. For marriages that last less than 10 years, judge generally rules support will last for half the length of the marriage. Oh, is that what you is that proof that you're saying? Because if that's the case, they were married for 3.5 years. So then that means that he'll get support for a little over a year and a half, maybe? Less than 2 years. Okay. All right. Well, we will see in September. Miss Tanya said, my brother works with chiropractors. He goes to the Department of Transportation every morning and get the accident list. He then contact the people involved and get them to get them to the chiropractor. Oh, are you for real? Oh, wow. So he solicited that way. Oh, wow, Miss Tanya. I did not know that. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's why you said ambulance chasers. Oh, wow. Yep. All right, you guys, we will continue this story. She said, did they have kids? No, they do not have kids at all. That's why I'm surprised that he's getting $13K a month. But hey, when you upgrade a bum lifestyle, you got to pay for it, okay? So lesson learned, be careful when you get in relationships. You need to know before you even get engaged, what are they bringing to the table? What you bringing to the table and what they're bringing to the table. You guys need to put it all out. That's a very important question. What are you bringing to the table? Where are we looking financially, okay? So that's something that needs to be talked about before you just go. And I'm talking about for people that's not, young. When you young, you both probably don't have much to offer each other. But when you're older, 39 and 44 years old, yeah, they should have talked about finances and stuff like that way before even saying I do. She said, don't they leave the show engaged? No, they didn't leave the show engaged. They got engaged 3 months after the show. She said they was engaged for a couple of years before they got married. That is true. They lived as an engaged couple in Dallas for 2 years. In Dallas. She said, if you go 50 Cent, do a prenup. If you got 50 Cent, do a prenup. If you got 50 Cent. So they were not engaged on the show, but they were engaged 3 months after the show. 3 months after the show. They met in June. They met in May. They got engaged in August. And she met his parents in July. So they met in May. She met the parents in July. They were engaged in August. And he moved in November. So he moved 3 months after they was engaged, but 6 months after knowing her. So 6 months after meeting her, he moved to Dallas, uprooted his business, I guess, and moved to Dallas. So within 6 months, they was living with each other in a whole nother state, okay? And then they stayed in Dallas for 2 years and then moved back to Miami. And she moved to Miami with him. But after only 5 months in Miami is when she left and moved to LA. And they was apart for 6 months. She moved to LA and was by herself for 6 months. And here he come. Here he come. Here he come. And then guess what? December 2023, he asked for a divorce. 2023, he filed for a divorce. Okay. Anyway, y'all, that's it. Let me thank those that, okay, Lynn, thank you so very much. Lynn says, love you, and I love you back. You guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button on this video. Share it with your friends, your family on your page. This video will be getting an update, okay? It will be getting an update. Again, they go to court to find out who gets the marital properties and if she's going to have to pay him half, which I believe she will. But let's just wait and see. So we will be doing an update on Rachel and the broke chiropractor, Bryan, okay? Hopefully he takes that $13,000 a month and rebuilds his chiropractor business. Maybe he can, I don't know, he may make more money on YouTube or Instagram than he would as a chiropractor. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But everybody all over the news or you know, in media is calling him a bum, a user. Okay, so he's being known out throughout the social media streets as a user. A lot of people are upset with him because he is asking a woman to basically take care of him, a woman that he didn't even have kids by and was not with that long. He's pretty much saying, I need you to take care of me. I need you to pay my legal fees, and I need you to care for me. I need a woman to hold my hand and help me use the bathroom and pay my bills. Okay. So he is being drugged throughout social media as being a user. Okay. Period. Everybody talking about him. TMZ, everybody talking about Bryan. Okay. Anyway, I love y'all. Hit that like button and we are out. Thank y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.